Hello, welcome to Steps Gaming. It is the end of the year. I am recording this just after 8 p.m. on New Year's Eve, and I wanted to make one last video about the year 2022, my real first year with this channel. Now, I've had the channel for like 4 years, but I made like some videos of my kids here or there, and then I kind of didn't do anything with it. And then when I ended up doing these wrestling promos on put your quarters on the glass and stuff like that, I started using it a little bit because, why not, And then somehow or another, when I realized I wasn't going to be doing those promos anymore, I wanted to keep going. I wanted to show the world that, I have personality and I want to do this and I like doing it and all that good stuff. So wanted to go through real quick and do like kind of like my best moments of the year. I think that would be cool. So I want to talk about those. I think I have 14 of them. I wanted to do 10, but I had to get 14. There's 14. And then I wanted to talk about who has helped me the most or who has given me good advice and things I'm constantly still working on because I have a long ways to go. There's some people that entered this realm after me because it's been about 6 or 7 months for me. And in 6 or 7 months, I think I did pretty good. I had 550 some subscribers. Some people, they came in quick, and, but I've been grinding. And so let's just talk about what my favorite moments of the year for the channel are. I'm going to pull this over here so I can keep, looking here at the camera. The number one, well, there's no particular order. These are just like 1 through 14. Okay, and they're random. Okay, I don't rank them as like 1, 2, or 3 or anything like that. So number 1 was the Street Fighter, the movie, the game tournament on the Laundromat Wars. That was so much fun. Working with Overthink Gaming, Lord Sosa, Welcome to Die, and Your Average Gamer. We had so much fun hyping up Street Fighter the movie and Street Fighter the movie the game, and I love doing that promo for the movie. The game tournament. That was just so much fun, and it's on my channel if you want to go back and look at it. It's a very entertaining, fun, hype video, and the tournament itself was just a blast. And the game, I thought the game was terrible. I never played it before, and I realized it was a good game. And there's people that have a tournament, with this game every other week, and good for them, right? So number 2 thing I thought of, Darkstalkers tournament on Laundromat Wars. That was like one of our first arcade 1-up tournaments, or if not the first. I did those videos where we interviewed people in the community about what they thought of Darkstalkers. That was a lot of fun to see what people's thoughts on Darkstalkers were and run that Darkstalkers Vampire Savior tournament. That was great, and so I had to put that one on there. The next one I put down was Super Puzzle Fighter 2 tournament on Steps Gaming. That tournament was kind of a quick, like I just threw it up there because Welcome to Die gave me some grief about I needed to run more stuff. And the team for that one was Gunther from the iArcade Zone. So it was cool to have him doing a stream on an arcade 1-up about Puzzle Fighter because he also has a big blue. And War4444, who's been a friend of my community now for a couple years. And we talk on the phone, and he's a great guy. He loves Darkstalkers and, the big blue cabinet and all that. And so we did Super Puzzle Fighter 2. He was there for Halloween. That was a lot of fun. I had a very good intro for it. I really enjoyed it. And the stream overall, I had a blast. And, it might surprise people, but I think that was my favorite tournament that I did. I didn't expect it to be, but it was. The next one I wrote down was the Marvel vs. Capcom Web Slingers tournament on Steps Gaming. The one that was the celebration of Spider-Man / Venom, where you had to play either Spider-Man, Armored Spider-Man, right? No, that's Marvel vs. Street Fighter that has Armored Spider-Man. It was Spider-Man, Red Venom, or Venom, and that was a really fun tournament to do with Webhead. I thought, hey, if I've been working on with Webhead on these Marvel Capcom tournaments, then we had to do a Spider-Man / Venom themed tournament, and hopefully we can run it again next Halloween season, next October. That'd be a lot of fun. Next thing I put down was the Yoga Flame Hap mod video, where I modded Yoga Flame to have Hap / IL sticks, or IL sticks that I put in, IL Euro stick, but same process would work with a Hap competition. Don't use a Hap Ultimate, by the way, because they're not the same. And The next one I wrote down was the Yoga Flame live build, where I decided to build the Yoga Flame live on stream with blasted speakers and Sosa Fam Bam Bam. And it was like 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. That's when the build was on a Monday night. That was crazy. And the thing had a decent amount of views. It had like 400 some views. I think now it's up to 500, not that much more. But like to have that many views at that crazy hour of the morning, if I had done that like at a decent time, it probably would have gotten double or triple the views. But it was a fun story. It was my first experience building something on camera. I don't know if I would do it again. It's very stressful, and you feel like you're under the microscope and you're putting together basically IKEA furniture. So, but fun memory from 2022. The Yoga Flame review video. Yep, that was one of my, like, I don't think it was my first review because there's another item I wrote down in here, and I'll just say what it is. It's Pac-Man Legacy review. I did inside the Best Buy. I just did it right there because I didn't buy the cab. They had it on display, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play this. We're gonna review the cab. So that was a lot of fun. I got a lot of grief from people on that. They're like, oh, so now you're not even gonna buy the cab? Just go in the store. And I'm like, well, why not, man? Why not? Why not play it? Why not review it? It was a fun time. Video got some good views for me, and it's not a bad cab. Maybe the screen, but that's about it. Okay, so Yoga Flame review. That was my first extensive review, and that took when I was so picky about it because I love Street Fighter. That video took me a lot of time, like a couple days. It's intense. I like the Pac-Mania one better because it was just like quick and simple. It was already built. I just got to show up, enjoy the cabinet, and do a quick review. And I think the Pac-Mania has more views, and it's also a shorter review. So, hey, the next one I wrote down was the Pineapple Farm intro to Laundromat Wars, where I like made UAG holding the pineapple and every one of us was at the pineapple farm holding pineapples, harvesting pineapples. That was just so much fun. I loved doing that intro. The intro was good. I had so much fun. This past year on Laundromat Wars, and looking back on it, I wish things would have turned out differently, but hey, they are what they are, so I moved forward. Learned a lot of lessons in 2022 and dealt with a lot of stuff that, maybe I handled wrong at some points, but you learn. 2022, learn, right? Going to Galloping Ghost and iArcade headquarters with other YouTubers when we had that big thing in Chicago, that was a blast. It was so cool to get to go to. It was so cool to meet Jong and Colin and Michael Zvabak at the, at the headquarters, as well as we hung out with Michael, go into Galloping Ghost, and there was another one we went to, another like bar arcade. I can't think of the name right now, and it just was an honor to be there. And I don't know if I would have been there if it wasn't for Jong reaching out to me and inviting me. So I really got to thank Jong. Jong, thank you for inviting me and getting me involved in that. And I'm so glad I got to go to Galloping Ghost and iArcade headquarters, and I got to play Operation Wolf with the Sinden light guns. That was really cool, and I got to see all the gold cabinets, and it was a cool, fun time. So the next thing I wrote down, let's see. Entering the iArcade community on a streaming basis. Papa Brad and Brooklyn Menace. Yeah, so I started going on the Friday Night Arcade show because somebody wanted me to go there to play Breaker's Revenge. I think it might have been Brooklyn. And I went on that show, and then I just started showing up every week until I became part of the show. I just enjoyed going on that show because you were playing games, enjoying the community, things like that. And, Brad kept asking me to go to iArcadians, and so I did. I think I offer a different perspective sometimes because I'm not going to overshill the iArcade. So like if they have a game I don't like, I'm just going to be quiet. If it's a game I really like, I'll hype it up because like Ninja Spirit, I loved, So I think I offer something to that show because I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100%. I don't consider myself an iArcadian. I consider myself an independent YouTuber, and nobody's giving me anything for free. as of yet. And so I just, you know, let people know what my opinion is. And if my opinion's bad, I might just be quiet. Or if my opinion is bad, I might say something. It just depends, you know? But you won't see me hyping up a game I don't really like myself. Next. I already talked about Pac-Man Legacy. Live stream from the Pinball Garage in Ohio. That was really cool. Excuse me. I went to Ohio for my daughter's soccer tournament. And so I just went to my GPS when I got in the car, because she's a little bit older now, so she could stay and go to sleep or whatever. So I just put in my phone arcade to see what the closest thing was, and I was going to go there. I had all these grand plans of, I even asked 19K Fox, where should I go? But at that point, I'm just like, I'm kind of tired. Let's see. Well, let's go somewhere. And so I put in arcade, and it says Pinball Garage. And I'm like, Pinball Garage? And so I just went there. I went there on a whim. I don't think it was in the best area, but it was in Hamilton, Ohio. I went there, and they literally had like hundreds of pinball. And then if you go to my live videos on YouTube, you could see like people were shouting out in the stream like a pinball machine. Do they have this? Do they have this? And like they were all there. I had never been to a place that had that many pinballs in my life. I've seen other YouTubers stream pinballs, and none of them have had that many pinballs. The Pinball Garage in Hamilton, Ohio has got to be a top 10 pinball place in the country, if not the top place. I mean, it's literally insane. And you can look at my video. It's not the best because I'm walking around with the phone without a tripod, but you could look at it and see how amazing the pinball was. And so that has to be a highlight for me, just because of the sheer amount of pinball it was and how different, how cool it was. Super Street Fighter 2 tournament, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo tournament in December. I think that was my best Street Fighter tournament. It was the cleanest feed. I've been using OBS at that point and things like that. I've learned a lot, and I'm getting better. There's still things I need to improve, but that was the best Street Fighter one. Working with different YouTubers and different personalities in the community, right? So to have somebody like these people, and I wrote them down, to be part of these tournaments on StepsGaming. We had Mike of All Trades. I only got to work with him, I think, once or twice, but it was amazing, like some of the things he would teach us, like after the stream about, YouTube or putting things in certain places and things like that. And so I appreciate Mike of All Trades. I don't know if we always see eye to eye, and sometimes I'm kind of like, but all said and done, great guy, very helpful, helped me out. And yeah, so Sosa Fam Bam, he's been in a lot of my videos, and we've been through a lot, and I gotta thank Sosa. Webhead's been with me for all these Marvel vs. Capcom tournaments. I gotta thank Webhead. Gunther from the iArcade Zone. I've been in the iArcade Zone a couple times, and I asked him, hey, do you want to do the Puzzle Fighter tournament? Because I needed somebody. I want somebody different, because I kind of use all these people for Street Fighter and for Marvel. And he agreed to do it, and we did it with War 44444, my long-term friend. I've been friends with War for a couple years since I started playing Marvel Capcom Arcade 1-Up. And so to work with Gunther and War was really cool on the Puzzle Fighter. It'd be cool to work with them again in another video or another tournament. So gotta thank them. And thank Gunther for the opportunities to be on the iArcade Zone, the official stream of the iArcade. Rod Chan messaged me, just said he wanted to do commentary, and I was like, okay. And I gave him a chance. I mean, I talked to him at first of trying to figure things out because I had people, but when stuff goes sideways and stuff like that, I reached out and I said, I'm just gonna take a chance on this guy, and then I realized he's fucking amazing and just really, really, really good. And so for him to come on a couple times has been really cool. And I don't do too many. I do one like every other month, so hopefully I get to work with Rod Chan again. I think I went on a show, Fighters Fight Talk on Fighters Evo, and he was on there too. So it's always a pleasure to work with Rod Chan. Blast the Speakers, he has been on several of my streams, and I really appreciate Blast. He showed me when he started coming to my channel, like he had a whole different side of him I did not expect. Like there was that one time when we did the Laundromat Wars takeover when UAG and OTG went out of town and they couldn't do the stream, and he comes on and he goes to an actual laundromat and starts looking for arcade machines at the laundromat. I mean, you didn't know what to expect to him. Expect of him. He would show up at the Yoga Flame build, the one at 1 in the morning, and he was on fire. And he's like, "I'm a Yoga Flame cabinet." And I'm like, what? I mean, hidden persona that I did not expect, and such a funny guy. And he comes off serious most of the time, but when it's funny, it's great. Very entertaining. Tara Dukin, I got to work with Tara Dukin on one stream. I never thought I would be able to, and it was really cool because I've played with Tara Dukin since the Marvel Capcom Cab as well, the first one. And Tara Dukin is just such a good, he's really, really good at fighting games, and he's very knowledgeable. And he's a bit younger than a lot of the people here, I think, but he knows his stuff for sure. And we got Doobie. I got to work with Doobie for a stream, and I again, I've been playing X-Men vs. Street Fighter with Doobie since the Marvel Capcom 1 cabinet came out, and I wish I was still playing it. I kind of got sidetracked into KI now, and I really need to get back. And there's so many. I do play all my cabs, but you know you can't always keep up with all of them. But I'm looking forward to getting back into the Marvel community here soon and the Street Fighter community. I've been playing KI the last couple weeks. And then lastly, I'd like to talk about people who taught me the most. Bobby Vu, to die for. I got to thank Bobby Vu. He's helped me learn about different things, about connecting, you know, different type arcade sticks or different mods or art or whatever. Bobby, I'm sorry. I feel like I got to burp, but Bobby Vu has helped me tremendously, and he's always there to talk to me. So I got to give a shout out to Bobby Vu. Your Average Gamer, being part of Laundromat Wars and stuff like that, everybody gives him hella shit for different reasons, and I'm not going to tackle those. I'm just going to say Your Average Gamer taught me a lot about YouTube, being a personality. He continues to. Like, I think one of the things I have to work at, and I've been told by both CFB and UAG, you need to look at the camera more. You need to look at the camera. You need to look at the camera. And so I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do that. But UAG, Mike of all trades, Brooklyn Menace, definitely Brooklyn Menace, especially on some of the graphic like intros and things like that. Brooklyn Menace has taught me some really cool things. And recently Console Kits, I've asked Console Kits for different things about YouTube specifically. You know, not Arcade One, a product, but about YouTube, and he's answered some questions for me. So I gotta give a shout out to him as well. And that's it. That's my 2022. All right. And my 2022 is like 7 months, really, is what I consider. There's about 7 months I focused on YouTube content, and here we are. And so that's going to bring us to 2023 and what my channel is going forward. And I'm going to have to tackle that in another video because I don't want it to be too long. But thank you. If you listened to all this, I thank you very much. I thank you for an awesome 2022. I thank you for a good first year. And I thank you for everyone that subscribed, commented, liked my videos. And even if you left a bad comment, I appreciate you because you watched my video, right? And I hope you all have a happy 2023. And I'll see you in the next one.